Just found out that an apple a day really does keep the doctor away. There's actually scientific evidence.
Really?
It's really good for you. So I'm going to eat an apple every day.
These apples eat like they have your appetite. That's the problem with apples.
Oh, that's not good.
Then you get hungry, and then you eat the bad stuff.
You can't win, you know.
Fresh air and water.
Just give me a hot dog to go. Well, yeah. All right. Let's get another caller on the air here, Kate.
Okay, we have John from Overland Park in Kansas.
Oh, hey, John. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
How's things in?
Thank my girlfriend for giving me apples every day.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's really nice of her.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of apples?
I like the Granny Smiths, but what are the
green
red ones, the Gala apples?
Yeah, those are good too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just, it's funny, the hotel I stay at here in Vancouver, they have apples right on the front desk there, and every time I go by, I have an apple, and it makes me feel good. Mm-hmm. Bill Graham used to do that at the Fillmore West. He used to give you an apple when you went to the rock concerts. They're good, happy, healthy food. I'm sorry, I completely got sidetracked. What can I do for you, John?
I'm interested in getting a Windows Mobile 6 phone.
Okay.
I'm looking at the T-Mobile Wing, and I was
Yes, I love that, by the way. What a nice phone, yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if it was possible if there are any programs for Windows Mobile 6 to download Netcast or Vidcast on the fly without a computer.
Yes.
Because, the Windows Mobile 6 phones have the Wi-Fi in it.
The way a lot of people do it is that, and I understand what you're asking, but the way most people do it is they will actually do it by syncing up with Windows Media Player, right? So that means you go to the computer and you use something like Doppler to do it. I'm not sure that's the ideal way to do it. I'm going to show you two programs. I'm going to show you a free one and a commercial one, okay? I understand that, if you want to subscribe and you want to use your high-speed internet connection to download these, and you sync every day, that it might be easiest to use something like Doppler on the desktop and Windows Media Player and then sync with that. I'm going to put a link in the show notes to a how-to from Engadget that talks about how to do that. But let me show you a couple of them. First of all, this is Feeder Reader. This is not commercial. This is not free software. It's commercial software. The idea is it does read RSS feeds, including podcasts. And the key on that is it has to support the enclosure tag on podcasts. So you can actually literally listen. They have a play button and everything. You can literally listen on your phone and it'll automatically download. This works. Your question is the kind of question people ask in the States, but don't ask so much in Canada, because there's no free bandwidth in Canada. No unlimited bandwidth. So if you started downloading podcasts in Canada on your smartphone, you'd be paying hundreds of dollars a month. We're a little bit luckier. Here's one I'm also fond of, and this is a free one. And one of the reasons I'm fond of it is they have a big picture of me on their front page. It's pocketpodcasts.sourceforge.net. This is see, there's my picture. This is a podcast client for Windows Mobile. It's absolutely free. Same idea. You subscribe to the feeds. You subscribe ahead of time. It'll automatically download them in the background. And whenever you feel like listening, you'll be able to hear it. I like it because it gives you the full description of the podcast, including links to the hosts and stuff. So if the podcaster has put a good description into his podcast feed, as I do, all of that stuff comes down. There's a desktop version as well on this, which is kind of nice. It allows you, it gives you all that information. The desktop version allows you to do this on your desktop and sync later. So for our friends in Canada, that might be a better choice, since they have to pay for the bandwidth on a Windows mobile device. I think this is a good. I wish there were more choices. I wish Microsoft would do something. Now that they have podcast support in the Zune, I'm hopeful that they will soon add this to Windows and maybe even add it to Windows Mobile. Nokia does it already on their Nokia phones. A lot of phone companies have podcast clients. But unfortunately, Microsoft hasn't seen fit to put it in Windows Mobile yet. This is a good choice. This is the one I'd probably start with, since it's free. Pocket Podcasts.
Pocket Podcasts.
.sourceforge.
Show notes?
Yeah, I'll be in the show notes.
Oh.
But you just go to pocketpodcasts.sourceforge.net. You can find it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, thank you for listening to my podcast. I presume that's the ones you're listening to.
Yeah, I listen to Twit and the KFI podcast.
Great. See, there you go. There's Twit right there on the front of the Pocket Podcasts page. That's what I like. I like it. It works on all kinds of Pocket PC devices, including the new ones. So a really good choice. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it, John.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Take care. Bye. More of your calls coming up in just a bit. You stay right here. The lab continues right after these important mini films manufactured by some of the best companies in the world.